On the spot news media, we got the latest news. We don't care about the views, we just representing right. Put local news internationally every night. On the spot, wave that Jamaican flag from left to right. Let's get it right, y'all know the type. We ain't dealing with the hype, we make it take flight.
Yeah, man, my viewers and subscribers, what go on. A blessed and wonderful Thursday morning to each and every person out there tuning into On The Spot News Media. Now, my peeps, I don't know how we do it over on this side each and every morning. We have to give thanks and praise to the Most High Creator for the preservation of life, because life is indeed the greatest. So in the morning, my peeps, I have a few stories to share with you, the regular members of Chan Public and also members of the diaspora. So please like the video, share the video, watch the entire vlog so you can get a full understanding and a better appreciation of everything we are going in Jamaica. So watch this now, my peeps. We're going to start off this morning set of stories with our official crime statistics since the start of January to the ending of February. Now, the crime statistics shows that almost 200 persons have lost their lives to the hands of criminal elements plaguing our society. So the numbers shows that some 186 persons have lost their lives to the hands of criminal elements from January 1 to February 28. This is way below, of course, that of 245 homicides recorded in the corresponding period last year. St. James so far is standing at number 1 as the most murderous parish. I'm definitely not surprised by that. St. James stands at 25 lost alive since the start of the year, followed by the Kingston Western Police Division, which is not far off. It has since recorded 22 lost alive since the start of the year. Now, the thing about the Kingston Western Police Division, even though it is deemed the smallest police division, it has some of the toughest political garrisons. Remember that Kingston Western Police Division, houses the mothers of the political garrisons aligned to both political parties. In my view, Jungle would have been the mother of the PNP garrisons, and Tivoli, of course, would be the mother of the JLP garrisons, because those two political strongholds has been at the helm of it all since the beginning of political garrison type of wars. So Kingston Western really not have nowhere in it we really would have considered to be a nice little part of the division where police could have just go chill and bill and relax like other police division does. So Kingston Western Police Division is comprising of only garrison communities which is hardened by criminals. We are talking about the Tivoli Gardens, Denham Town, Craig Town, Hannah Town, Trench Town, Rima, Jungle, Sunlight Street, parts of Maxwell Avenue, Rose Town, you name it. I just straight Gun Town. Yeah, man, may I tell you. And then the third most murderous police division so far since the start of the year is Clarendon, with 18 lost alive since the start of the year. Then, of course, followed in by the St. Catherine South Police Division with 16. So the statistics has also shown that 12 of the 19 police divisions across the length and breadth of Jamaica has recorded a decline in knockings and clappings, resulting in the loss of life of some people. Now, a total of 315 persons have been shot since the start of the year, we get caught up and seriously injured in various gun attacks right across Jamaica. The data is also showing a reduction in reported cases of knockings and clappings, hold on and take of the woman them, robbery and break-ins when compared to the similar period last year. So even though we can see a decent enough reduction, we still need to see it go down way more because there is way too much loss of life of our Jamaican young men going on in these days. So the government needs to do more. The security forces, JDF and JCF, needs to do more. Members of John Public, me and you we are talking about, needs to do more. Members of the diaspora, please do more. Yeah man, because a year funding most of the time, we are the pen pan for help fund certain things for fight against crime and violence. So even though you not live here, the remittance money where you send, the money where you donate to certain causes, yes, it definitely help. So even though you not live here, your contribution is definitely still very much needed in the fight against crime and violence, in preserving the land of your birth. So after you walk much years over there in a cold, you can come home, cock up your foot on your little veranda, in your rocking chair, have your few little grand pitney them, and give you a little problem. Yeah man, I'm pretty sure that is the dream of many, and we can still live it if we just put in the work that is needed to be put in so we can rid the country of these criminal elements. So now my peeps, we're going to move on to a really sad story, because anytime you see criminal elements take the life of a member of our national security force, whether it is the JDF, the Jamaica Defence Force, or that of the JCF, the Jamaica Constabulary Force, it is something that is worrying for me, because once you start attack those persons, who have the backing of the security forces, that simply means that hands down, I am definitely not safe. Because if you know that that person is a soldier or a police and you can do that brazen, bare-face them way there, that simply means the regular members of John Public stand a greater chance in losing his or her own life. Now on your screen is a Jamaica Defence Force soldier. He was taken out in a hail of bullets by criminal elements whilst operating a taxi in the Papine area of St. Andrew sometime about 9:30 last night, which is Wednesday. The police from the St. Andrews Central Police Division has confirmed that the deceased man is a soldier who was from the area of Spanish Town in St. Catherine. He was traveling along the Rocky Road area when he was conned up in the back of the head by the criminal elements. So head of the St. Andrews Central Police Division, Senior Superintendent Marlon Nesbitt, said that an investigation has already commenced into finding the perpetrators of this brutal crime. So the police report suggests that sometime about 9:30 p.m., the soldier was driving his motor car somewhere called Rocky Road between UTEC and the National Water Commission system when he was conned up in a hail of bullets by criminal elements. The police are theorizing that he was taken out by the criminal elements who was probably posing as passengers in his car. Now, the police are also stating that they are trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together to try and uncover the reason for this brutal killing of the JDF soldier. Now, my peeps, this man is indeed a serving member of the Jamaica Defence Force, but yet he has to be out there running robot taxis or even a registered taxi, because I'm not sure if it's a red plate or his private motor car. But the fact that he has to be out there doing like a taxi juggling to cushion the paycheck because the paycheck is not enough is definitely something for us to all think about. Because a country like Jamaica that has such a high crime rate, and we are heavily dependent on our country's security forces, the JCF and the JDF, and the private security to a lesser extent, we must, and I repeat, must pay these officers at a level that can sustain them, that they don't have to be out there further endangering their lives than they already have to whilst working in the capacity of a member of the security forces. This is definitely not good. And Jamaicans, we really need to stand up for our public sector workers and force the government's hand in dealing with them better in terms of their salary packages. We have to stand behind them. We have to stand beside them. We have to stand with them because we need them. Simple as that. Now the next thing that we are going to look upon over there in the parish of St. James. This man presently on your screen, identified as Sheldon Campbell, age 35, otherwise known as Pong in the streets, lost his life to the hands of his common law spouse under certain circumstances that one would really have to understand, so to speak. Now this St. James mechanic was reportedly taken out by a big stone from his common law wife. Now it is understood by On The Spot News Media that the couple had a verbal altercation that turned physical on Sunday night at the couple's home in Tucker. It is understood from On The Spot News Media that this man is a known abuser of the feminine gender because his previous relationships ended because of his physical abuse to these women. So on Sunday night, a verbal altercation took place which turned physical. It is said that the man used a knife and stabbed his common law wife multiple times. In defense of her life, she took up a big stone and literally, in a Jamaican terms, clatt him in her head back with it. Yeah man, spread him out like a sheet. Him never move nor twitch, not even for a second after I get the big stone. That was the end of him. Yeah man. But the thing is, it is said that both of them were transported to the hospital in a bid to save their lives because she was knifed up repeatedly by him. And he succumbed in the hospital. But On The Spot News Media also get to understand that the woman has since been taken into custody. And she is being processed by the police. But I would beg to understand that the police have to do what they have to do. But I think that this woman should be brought before the courts at the earliest possible date so she can be granted bail. Because this woman did not use a knife to injure him. She did not use a machete. She did not go call no bad man for come can him up and yam him food, broke the plate. The woman get tab up and use a big stone in defense of her life and clatt him in her head back. It just happened that he's no longer among the land of the living. So I just hope that the courts is understanding of this female and the trauma that she was going through with this man. And she literally had to do what she had to do in defense of her own life, because probably, just probably, if she did not clatt him in her head back with the stone, probably she would not be among the land of the living. And On The Spot News Media would be here telling a total different story. Yeah, man. So I stand beside this woman who defended herself by the means of a big stone. Yeah, man. And I just hope that Your Honor stand beside her and be sympathetic and understand why she had to do what she had to do. So On The Spot News Media will definitely be paying close attention to this case to see the outcome of this one and present it to you, the regular members of Jan Public, in subsequent newscast. So anyway, my peeps, a word to the wise again is always sufficient. If you're in a relationship and it no longer suits or it is no longer working for you, I would advise just step away instead of meeting your demise. Yeah, man. But anyway, my peeps, remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned to On The Spot News Media as I continue to bring you fresh news and updates in subsequent newscast. On The Spot News Media. Yeah, man.